And a fine good evening to you and yours. It is a Tuesday night and in the Valley, especially around this part, Weslaco area. It is playoff time for the volleyball team. That's right. It is your Lady Weslaco Panthers have made it to the bi-district round of the playoffs, taking on the San Benito Lady Greyhounds. Good evening to you and yours. My name is Fred Alfaro. He is Val Zamora, and he is Joseph Hales. And you know who you are, after all, on a Tuesday night. Sit back, relax, wherever you might be. Tell everybody we're live on the YouTube page for WISD, right on KWES is where you'll find us. Tell everybody that your Lady Panthers, that's right, they are in the playoffs. A lot at stake here this evening. Welcome once again. 2025 UIL Volleyball State Championships by District Round. So what can we expect? Well, we talked to both coaches. Want to welcome in the San Benito Lady Greyhounds along with their coach, Roby Medina, coming in. Keep in mind, this is a team that went 2-6 in that district of 32 6A. They went 13-20 all year, but don't let that record fool you. Coach will tell you. They are a potent team. They can do. They were in a tough district. Coach Rudder had nothing but nice things to say about them. But he said, hey, let's talk about our Lady Panthers, and why not? They've been in a, speaking of a tough district, they themselves, remember, they ended up 6-4 in district campaign, 23-18 overall. Only Edinburgh, PSJA, that's right, Edinburgh and PSJA, well, they shared the title. And then Weslaco came in right after that in 6-4. So that draws this matchup, and so it should be a fun one here. You know, the last time they met, let's go back to when they met back. When was it? That was in September. They met, and basically, obviously, it was a non-district matchup, and it was a. I'm talking to the guys here. We might aim for some extra sets. Just depends on how things go. It was a 3-2 win by your Lady Panthers at that time back in September. Things have changed. The district has been completed. And now we're about to get started. So once again, I want to welcome everybody to our matchup here. At stake, a round. Go one more round up in the area round. We'll see how that goes. All right, here we go. Let's get started. Analisa Rodriguez. She is the motor. She's the spark plug, if you would, of this Lady Greyhound team. She will start the serve here on this match. Set number one, we're about to get started. Some of the starters that you have here. You have Calista Olivares for the Greyhounds. You also have Liliani Allen is there as well. Number 4, Gerali Maldonado is there. We've talked about already Annalise, and then Jayla Delgado rounds out the group. Here your libero will be also back and forth. They plan to use her just in different spots. That's what Coach Medina has to say. And well underway, Hayden Rodriguez will take that spot here this evening. So we'll get started. Action coming off the edge. They like to go to Allen on the outside there. That's where we feel that that's the offense is going to come through. A nice save there by Annalise Rodriguez. Sets it back into place. Nice rally here early to get started. Sherman will take a shot at it first. Comes back and pops it right back up to her fellow Greyhound teammate. You got to get this across. Calls it as Desiree Gonzalez, number 1. Back into play. Stroman goes high. She is the leader in blocks. You'll see her very active. And that's going to fall in a spot. Point over to Weslaco. Mentioned some of the rotation here. We're about to give you the players, but as soon as they come up, they change. So we'll tell you who came in, who came out. E.B. Brown takes a seat, along with Maddie Martinez. The rotations early here to set. Here is Sati Alonso, the senior, serving ace leader on this team. Gets it across, and that'll be a point for Weslaco. A nice way to be there by Natalie Cadena. Making it up early here for her. So you have some of those Stroman in there. Cadena. Mentioned that your starters that you have in there for in the front line. Sati sets it right back up. We're going to try to get this across. That is Caitlin Warren, who's one of the other starters. The rotation comes around. We've mentioned Desiree Gonzalez as well as a group here to start off the match. And looking for a spot there. Nice save by the libero. Off the middle. Try to dump it in there if they can. Nothing possible. Now take a side. There's Warren. Warren winds up. That's some of the things to come here later. So good setup here. Sati's going to drop it. Nice play. Now they save it. What a nice play there by Annalisa Rodriguez. You can see why she's one of the better players on this team, if not one of the top players for sure. Gets it across. Back and forth this rally goes. We thought it might be over here. We thought Sati had found a spot there. To the cross, bounces off. Sati will set it up again. Comes the rally, continues. Back and forth. Nice pass. Gets it across. Sati keeps it alive. Who wants it? It looks like it's going to be Gonzalez who's going to get it across. The rally continues. Off the edge. Too much power by Allen. Excellent, excellent rally by both teams here. Back and forth. All sorts of passes and sets up and all kinds of things coming up. 3-0 here early in favor of your Lady Panthers. Sati sends it away, and that's going to be out. Point over now to San Benito possession as well. So we're talking to Coach. Let's talk first about the visiting Lady Greyhounds. Coach Ruby Medina, a little bit about her and her program in a minute. Let's set this off. Sati will set up. Stroman, take a shot at it. Block right at the net. Calista Olivares, a young sophomore, coming up high on that one. Middle hitter there. Gets it across off the net. Oh, he's going to drive it now. Good effort there by Caitlin Escamilla. Caitlin is an active player. We're going to keep an eye on her, a player to watch here this evening. So we're talking about theater 2 now is your score. Here comes Hayden Rodriguez now, the senior specialist, comes off, bounces off, and that's going to fall in because it goes off a player. So back in 3-3 now in favor of your Lady Panthers. Well, I said like tie here, right? We tied it up at 3. Gets it across, sets it up for Allen. Gonna have to get it across, they do. Quickly, a quick tie here. Weslaco was in the lead here, but just you can see, try to dump it in there. Good play there by Allen. Sati gets it across, gonna have to go play it, and that's gonna, they're having some really good rallies here early. Both teams have really got at it, and that's gonna drop. No, nice save. Stroman has done a fantastic job of going over the net here. They're going to set this up. Sati's going to get it across. Nice forearm pass out of there. Gets it across. Sati. Back. Off the edge. They're going to go with the libero. That's right. And that's going to fall. Excellent play there by Hayden Rodriguez. The senior has done a good job here. Placement. Finding the spaces, the holes, if you would, the spot on the court to drop. They take the lead 4-3. Coach Ruben Medina, 25 years at San Benito as the head coach of this volleyball program there in San Benito. Over 30 years of experience coaching overall, but 25. That nice play there by Calista Olivares to just push it overhand there. 3-5 here. Early on, set number 1. We thought this is the type of match we're going to see. Remember, the last time they met, took them 5 sets to decide. We'll see what happens tonight. Tries to drop it in there. And Stroman goes high, and she's got an ability to drop it in. Sati will set it across. They will come off the edge. Nice strong hit there by Cadena. In the middle, Stroman to Sati. We'll send it to Stroman. That defensive play is just fantastic here early for the Greyhounds. Has 3 shots, got to get it across, doesn't. But yeah, this defense here early for San Benito has risen to the challenge. As a matter of fact, they've taken the lead because of that. 5-4. So now you'll have Caitlin Escamilla, the young junior, come up there and get a jump serve going. Gonna hit the thing there, but finally gets it across. That's the type of play San Benito has been successful, just finding a way to get it across. That's gonna be right in front. Finds a drops area and drops it in to tie it up. So we were talking about Coach Medina for the 1989 grad there of San Benito. Has been in that program for quite some time. All sports coach there in San Benito. Want to welcome her and her Lady Greyhounds as we have a tied match here, 5-5. Lady Greyhounds, we said earlier, in a tough district just like your Lady Panthers are. Pant will fall over that point there for the Greyhounds. 6-5, plenty of changes here early on in the lead. I'm stressing this team's play as hard, and we talked to Coach about what she told her athletes here. Hey, it's all about unity, she told Coach Medina, telling her Lady Greyhounds. That's what it was going to take, serve away. Lady Panthers are going to have to get this across, and they do. 6-5 early on here in first set. San Benito, the middle at the net. Nice hit there by Calista Olivares. She has been busy here, coming off the edge from the outside. And she'll work there in the middle as well. Calista Olivares, just a sophomore, number 2 for the Lady Greyhounds. There's Valeria Enriquez. Again, leads the team in all sorts of categories as well. He's going to try to drop it in there and does. Stroman has that ability where she can hit it hard or just kind of dink it in there, find a spot and get a point, and they do. 6-7, more rotations coming in for your Lady Panthers. Coming in now is Yanesia Araujo, the young freshman. She herself a quite good athlete. That's going to fall out. Point over to San Benito. 8-6 now. Again, rotations coming. So for Coach Medina, says we got to stay together. We were playing away. It's a playoff match away from where we play at home. That's going to be key. Have a positive outlook, she mentioned. That's some of the things that he talked about, being positive. She says we were in a tough district. That kind of resonated with what's happening. Just crawls over the net there on that play for Weslaco. Set it across. Back into play. Sati will set it off. Looks like she's going to go to Warren. Does. Warren gets it across. You see the rally here. Kind of lengthy rallies at times by both teams. Off the outside. That's played by San Benito. Back inside. They're going to get it across. Touch that right before the net. They're going to send it across. And it's going to fall there for Escamilla. Off the edge. There's a block there. What a block by Allison Reyes. Right in the middle there. She's going up high. This continues. Warren off the edge. Going to drop it. No. Somebody got to go get it. Nobody does. Point over for the Lady Panthers. Coach Medina continued to say in our conversation, look, win or lose, we got to give it all we've got. And that's what they're doing here this evening. Effort. You can see the effort here, and they do take the lead 8-7 here early. Some of the thoughts, and we'll talk about a little bit more what she had to say as we continue our broadcast. There is serve there for the Lady Panthers. That was Maddie Martinez who set it up. Warren gets it across. See what they want to do here. That's going to be out. Just kind of was trying to get it in with just too much power here early on for Hayden Rodriguez, one of the captains. Hayden Rodriguez and Jayla Delgado are the captains for the Lady Greyhounds. There's Maddie. Set to the cross. Right up the middle. Wants to drop it in. Warren saves it. Back inside to get it in across the net. They go. Off the edge, blocked. Here, somebody's got to get this across, and they do. What an effort there so far by Annalisa Rodriguez off the edge, and that's going to hit a player. That's going to fall for Weslaco. Weslaco again now taking the lead. Back and forth they go, taking leads. 9-8 here. About the middle of the set here. Very first set here. A trip was mentioned to the area round. That's going to fall. Nice ace there for Maddie. Just couldn't quite come up and get the defensive player. That'll fall. 10-8 now in favor of your Lady Panthers here. Can she get one more? That's the question. Let's see what Maddie does here. She'll put it into play. Jump serve. This time they were ready for this. Comes across the edge there. Nice save and dig. Off the edge, they're going to get it. Lots of work being done by these Lady Panthers. Try to keep some of these in play. Bryn Eby has done a good job as well. To the cross. Right in the middle. We're talking about Warren. Warren has been very active here early on in this evening. Part of this big matchup in bi-district round. Two Panthers fall on that one. Just couldn't quite get to it. Goes back now to San Benito. They will get into the serve here. 10-9 here. So we also talked to Coach Rudder. Some of his comments. We'll mention what he had to say about this bi-district round matchup against the Lady Greyhounds. Want to go off the edge. Power hit. Blocked off. Out of bounds. Excellent power being shown here early by Bryn Eby. Boy, Warren and Eby early on have been very active. And speaking of Warren, there she is to give us a serve. We'll get this across. 11-9 now. They have to play. They do. Going to get this across. Good effort here by the Lady Greyhounds. That effort that the Coach Medina was talking about has been there. You can see it there. It's going to go have fun. Go have fun here this evening. That was the message. It's going to drop. Save. Scamilla keeps it alive. Set across for Warren. trying to find a weakness here on this defense. The Lady Panthers. A lot of work being put there. Pushed down. Oh, what a save and dang. Escamilla really put it up. Here they come again. This rally has been a good one. Finally get it across. Got to be ready because they're coming off the edge, it looks like. At the net, gets it across, double hit. Good hit there by the Lady Greyhounds. Isabella Gonzalez, young sophomore, doing everything she can. 12-9 now. Caitlin Warren, young sophomore. One of the team leaders in kills, and that's going to fall. Hit the net and get in. Consecutive points now coming in for number 10, Caitlin Warren. 13-9, largest lead for the Lady Panthers here. Set number 1. Jump serve, that's going to go sideways, but there we go again. The Lady Greyhounds have done a good job of composure. That's one of the things that Coach Medina talked about. When you have fun, you want to do things, but stay together. Keep your composure. They're going to need that one. Set it across. Thought how fine a spot there was on Elisa Rodriguez for the Hounds. That's going to be way off. Good power shown there again. The power has been there for your Lady Panthers. Inesia Orajo showing it, the young freshman. 13-10, the action has been fun here, especially that's what you expect from a bi-district round. Two teams that have shown they can not just play together, but see they're trying to get it back. The ball went backwards. But they have the experience here now. We talked to Coach Rudder about that. Say the coach says, look, it's a game. It's a Tuesday night. Yes, it's a playoff game, but we've done this already for so long. You kind of get used to it. And it's part of the routine, so see it as that. You got to play that. Maddie will set it up. Trying to get it down. Couldn't quite get there. 13-11 here as we continue. Maddie will get it. And try to drop it in as Reyes picks it up. Maddie will set it up. They're going to go off the edge. Nice, strong hit there by Eby. Got to play it. They do. Maddie will try to get it out. Does. Thought they had touched the net there. They thought that was just a bit too high there for Allison Reyes. Good play back and forth for the Lady Panthers now. 13-12, here comes the serve. Trying to get back into this one. Take another lead. Leads have been plentiful here. The first set, gets it across. Good play off the edge. They've been very happy coming from the outside there when they like to hit with Annalise Rodriguez. She is the leader in digs and kills. You know, she can do all sorts of things. That's what we said coming in. This was going to be something we were going to be on the lookout for. She's makes this team go here. Weslaco pushes across now. It's a tied game here for Weslaco and the Greyhounds. To the cross. Rodriguez plays it. They're going to go off the edge. Try to dump it in there. Was Valeria Enriquez. Nice dig. Passes it back the other way. And we continue. It's a tied one here. It can go any way here now. Touched by a couple of players, and that's going to drop. Excellent play there by Kaylin Escamilla, the young junior. Coming off the edge. She's done a good job here. So we'll see some players come in, some players coming out. We're going to see now Desiree Gonzalez. It's it across. That's going to go backwards. Way to go with the ace there, 15-13. Weslaco takes the lead again. They've had the lead for some time now. They were back and forth earlier. But now as of late here, it's been Weslaco. There it is again. Going to drop now for the Lady Panthers on a pass that went awry. Makes it 16-13. Desiree Gonzalez will try again. Get her serve across. Oh, they've just been doing a very good job there. Alexa Perea, especially the young sophomore, been able to pick that up. Those digs have been really done executed very well. But the Lady Greyhounds got to get this across. They do. Nice communication, really, by The Lady Panthers on that one. Into the cross. Warren saves. Comes off the edge. There comes that power we were talking about. Here's that dig. Same player we talked about. Berea has done a fantastic job. And that's just a little bit outside. 17-13 now. Weslaco High increases the lead. They're going to take a timeout. And as they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout with them. This is a KWES production. All right, welcome back. It is the bi-district round of the UIL Volleyball State Championships. We're live on the campus of the Weslaco High School. That's right, your Lady Panthers taking on the Lady Greyhounds from San Benito. 17-13 changes coming and going, but right now it is your Lady Panthers who've got it in control here. A lot of good action here at the net, as you can see there. Bella Stroman, that matchup between Stroman and Rodriguez has been fun to watch. We'll get this across. Good long rallies as well we've seen, and there's Rodriguez, who has continued to do a fantastic job coming off the edge there and getting some strong spikes and being able to do all sorts of nice things when they come to offense here. So Annalise Rodriguez here having a very solid evening here. Number 12, keep an eye on her. She's just a sophomore. Number 12, when they need a point, so there she is serving now. Rodriguez will get it across, and as we're speaking of her highly, the announcer's jinx, if you would. But a fantastic player here so far for this Lady Greyhound team. Very, very active. A lot of activity shown by both teams here. 18-14. Let's continue. Sati Alonso now will get this across. Sati does a good job of being able to serving aces leader on this Weslaco Lady Panther team. Saved by Rodriguez. Comes across, wants to drop it in. Defense is set. Stroman will try to dump it in and does. She's got that ability to come up there and really attack that ball, put it in the spot, and that's it. Point over to Weslaco, 19-14. When she's at that net, you got to be careful. You got a couple of players that can really go up and get it. Warren is one of them. And it's going to fall. San Benito will pick up a quick one. 19-15 now. So yeah, Coach Rudder, you know, we talked about the bi-district round that the Lady Panthers are in now, as we see Stroman push that down hard. There's that power, boom. 20-15 now. Weslaco High with the longest and farthest lead away here from the Lady Greyhounds. Here comes Sati again. Check that. That is going to be Kaylin Escamilla who will put it in play. Sati will pass it up, set it up the other way. They're going to push it down hard. That is Natalie Cadena. That's going to be a little too much on that one. Good effort by Jesselina Rosales. But two more, 21-15 here. Here comes Escamilla again, trying to get it back into action here. Weslaco is taking a commanding lead. That's going to hit the net. Point over to the Lady Hounds. So 3 years here for Coach Rudder. Yeah, it's been how long he's been coaching here. In all 3 years, bi-district round appearances for his squad, whoever has been here by the Lady Panthers. That is a good record. When you're not only successful in district, but you're able to get to the bi-district now. The question was, and that continues to be, that's a nice hit there by Stroman. If they get it across, they do. Back in the middle. Comes Stroman, now they're going to leave it to Warren. Warren will push it. They will get this across. Looks like it's going to be Valeria Enriquez. Who saves that for San Benito? Here they come, gets it across. Could be power, can be the touch. Just depends on what you're looking for. With Stroman, here comes Kate Warren as well. She's got the same ability from the edge there. Give you power, give you touch. That is Stroman hit it once. You got to get this across. I do. Rodriguez comes in to save it. Off the middle. Try to dink it in there. Calista Olivares. Stroman tried to do the same. And she has an opportunity to get it across. Does. The rally continues. Again, we mentioned if you wanted to do that, power again. Off the edge. They've been working that. Sati sets it across. Going to be hit there by Escamilla. Dibro decides to hit it. Nice, solid hit there by Hayden Rodriguez, the senior captain for this Lady Greyhound team. Goes to 21-17. So the question was, can they win a by-district championship? They've fallen short. They've gotten to this round here, which is successful enough as it can be. But you see here, they're setting him up here. And they're going to get it across. Lady Panthers from Stroman. Stroman decides to dink it in there. It didn't quite work. They're ready for it. She'll set it up. Now she'll get it across. Hey, Sati, look at you. Tricky Sati. She's got something up those sleeves. Great play. 22-17 now. Weslaco does increase their lead. Says, I'm going to you, Stroman. Sati does. And everybody's looking at Stroman, and Sati just crosses it across. That is nice. All right, here we go. Serve on the way. It's in. Nice, powerful hit. Scamilla will save it. Sati will pass it inside. It's going to drop. It is. Push it in. No, at the net. Good work there. Lady Greyhounds, that's Calista Olivares, young sophomore, pushing it down. 22-18 now. Somebody's going to go get that ball. There you go. Volleyball rolling on the visitors' side. Good crowd here for your Weslaco Lady Panthers, supporting them. It's all the baseball team, basketball team. By the way, basketball is just around the corner for your Panthers, Lady Panthers and Panthers. And, of course, the varsity boys here. We saw some of those guys after practice come on and hang out. That's going to drop. Great play there. Sati is on fire. 23-18. Going to give her a little bit of a break here. She's done some good things here as well. Good action there shown in by Natalie Cadena. She's been able to get some work in there. They're going to ask a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be right back. All right, back to the action. 23-18 after a brief timeout. Weslaco High here trying to pick up a win on the first set. See if they can do that. They have done a good job here to increase the lead here, but watch out for this Lady Greyhound team. Boy, they persistent, and they're playing some good inspired volleyball here. They've been able to do just that. Be able to dig some of these that are coming back and forth. They're going to have to come play. They do. Really have to like their composure. Coach Medina talked about how they had to keep that in order to stay in this match. Power hit, that's going to go out. Favor of your Lady Panthers. Just push it off a little bit too far. Point goes over to the Lady Greyhounds. 23-19. Can they come back here? There comes a serve. Two Lady Panthers there. Somebody's got to go get it. Maddie finally does. Got to get this across. Way to do that for Araujo. In the middle, that will come off the edge. That's going to fall. Good, powerful hit there. We've talked about her all night long. Annalisa Rodriguez, a leader and digs and kills and aces, you name it. Serving aces. She is a leader on this team, and she's showing it here so far. 23-20. Wanting to get off the edge. Water's going to drop it in there, and that's going to hit twice, and it's going to be good. Evie Brown does a fantastic job of getting across in an area where there was no Lady Greyhounds. Match point here, 24-20. That is going to be Warren back there trying to finish shot set number 1. Let's see if she can. She will jump serve. That's going to be a little too far. So this is going to be close, folks. First set has, we didn't expect nothing else but just to be close. Mentioned again at the beginning on the broadcast that they've played before, again, obviously non-district matchups. And 2 wins to nothing in favor of the Lady Panthers in the non-district campaign. But again, this is a new season here. Nice way to hit this. Good defense there. They get it across. Rally continues. Maddie will set it across. You gonna get that? Not quite there. Good effort there. He's gonna drop it in. They continue. Maddie will set this up. They would like to go to Escamilla. Escamilla gets it across. Again, good solid play here by both teams early on, and that's gonna be pushed out, and that's gonna do it there. 25-21. That's the way set number 1 ends in favor of your Lady Panthers. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll be right back. This is a KWES production. All right, welcome back. We are about to start set number 2. It's a live KWES production. We are live on the campus of the Weslaco High School, home of the Lady Panthers, which took set number 1 of this by-district round, 25-21. That's behind us now. Set number 2 about to get started. There to set it and go off for is number 15, That is Sati Alonso, who will get the serve on for us here as soon as ready to get back into play. A lot of support here for your Lady Panthers. We mentioned going into the area round is the opportunity for one of these two teams. Once they get there, as you can see, the chant of Sati, Sati is up there, trying to get her inspired. One of the team leaders, if not the team leader, in serving aces for this Lady Panther team. So we'll see what these Panthers have in store. We'll see what the holdup is here for a moment. There might be some trying to make sure that we got the right personnel, and the officials are checking that. Some substitution, making sure that everything is okay and even out. That's what they're talking about. So let's talk a little bit about what Coach Rudder had to say. We're talking earlier here about 3 years, 3 trips to the Bayan District round. Is this a year that they crack it and head on over to the end? We'll find out. They're in a good way here. Started on a good foot by winning set number 1. Here comes Sati. Set number 2 just got started. Welcome to it. There is Stroman. They changed sides here, but she continues her dominance at the net there. Point over now for San Benito. They pick up the first point. 1-0 here early on. Set number 2. Going to set this back now for the Lady Greyhounds. That's Rodriguez. Hayden doing a good job off the net. Point over now. For the Greyhounds. Take a quick lead, 2-0. Lots of lead changes in set number 1, so that's probably what we're going to expect here also. Set number 2. Set across. That's going to fall right in the corner. Point in there. Warren, boy, he just can't play that any better. Kaylin, young sophomore, showing some power and some direction there. That is Escamilla now back there to serve. Get her jump serve across. We'll set it up in the middle. They like to go there. Depends on what player is there. Usually Calista Olivares in the middle there along with Annalisa Rodriguez. Allen is another one right off the edge there. You see it. Allen likes that off the edge. Point over now for the Lady Greyhounds. It'll be a 3-1 lead here for the Greyhounds in set number 2. Rotations coming back and forth. As you will now see Isabela Gonzalez come in. And you will also see now Valeria Enriquez get the serve away. The Panthers set it up. Good hit there by Stroman. Nice setup and pass by the leader in passes on this team, Sati Alonso. The duo continues to work together. You put Sati along with Bella, that usually equals problems for your other team, and that's exactly what happened there. Comes Stroman. Stroman will get this across. Set number 2 just started. At the net. Talked about Warren. Warren and Allison Reyes. Boy, when they go up, it's hard to beat them. Get that ball across. You saw it there. So we're all tied at 3 now. Stroman. Looks like that's going to fall for an ace for Stroman. 4-3 quickly the lead. Goes over to Weslaco High. First time they lead here in set number 2. Gets it across. They're going to let that go. Why not? Rodriguez says let that pass, and it does. We'll tie it up quickly ahead. Rotations again. As you can see, Alexa Perea, who's done a good job. One of the leading digs leader on this team, and she's showing it here this evening. About to serve. Gets it across. Warren was caught on that one when she was just going. Looks like it was going to go out of bounds there, but Warren kind of flat foot, couldn't quite get it back into play. So that'll drop. 5-4. Ace as well for Perea. Perea will get it across. Sati is there for it. Has to save it across. Sati will put it over. Perea goes back and gets it up. Off the edge. That hitter has been there for them. Isabela Gonzalez. That's a power on Warren. Oh, Warren. Oh, Caitlin. Stop that. Power, direction, all there. Evie Browd Bryn Eby can't believe it. He said, wow, that was pretty good. It was. Ties it up again. Comes Maddie. Back into play. Sent across Rodriguez. Too much on that one. But she's been successful a good part of this evening here. Just pushes it out a little too much on that one. 6-5 here. Again, Weslaco does take the lead. It's been close. Remain close in the first set. Puts it back into play. Brown. Check that. That's Bryn Eby, who caught herself. She can't believe it. Look at her. She's like, I did that. Sure did. 7-5 increases the lead for you Lady Panthers. Maddie done a good job here serving this evening. And as soon as I say that, it goes across. Sorry, Maddie. Nonetheless, a strong evening for her. Point over to Weslaco, 7-6. Got to stop giving all sorts of good vibes. Maybe that's not the case. All right, here comes Maddie. Warren, the edge. They're going to decide to go to Rodriguez. Matt at the net. You got to go get it. It's going to fall. We've seen that before. That had success in the first set. And that continues to happen here. It'll tie it up again, 7-all. Back into play. Perea does. Off the edge, going to try to drop it in there. They were ready for that one. It's Caitlin Warren. Maddie will set this up. They will come off the edge. Up to Warren. That's going to go backwards. Warren has had herself a match here, especially here in the second set for Warren. 8-7 now. Weslaco High back to serve. We'll set it up the middle. Then we'll go with Rodriguez. Rodriguez, instead of using power, tries to finesse it in there, and the Panthers were ready. Boom. Guess who? Warren. This crowd is really feeling it now. She's just had play after play here. And she's back there to serve. Here comes Warren. That's going to be an ace. Drops for her. The streak continues for Warren. 10-7. Nice ace for her. You can see why she's a leader in that department as well here with the Lady Panthers. That along with her kills are just good numbers, solid numbers for her on the season. Weslaco increases the lead. And it's going to fall in. Just couldn't quite get there. Maddie was trying to get there. Warren was too. Just couldn't get to it. Just got the corner there. Nice little area to hit there. Right on the line, it seems like. Right on the sideline. On the edge, if you would. Weslaco still continues with the lead. 10-8. And back there now is Jayla Delgado. Another senior captain for this Lady Greyhound team. Sets it up in the middle. Pulled over to Weslaco. Breaks the line there, makes it 11-8 now in favor of your Lady Panthers. Coach Rudder also mentioned, by the way, the fact that, you know, we identified he's been there to serve as away here. For the past 3 seasons, he made the playoffs, and that's going to be pushed out. Weslaco increases their lead to 12-8. So we talked to him about what needed to happen here in order for them to pull out a big victory. It says you got to take care of the ball. No forced errors. We just can't have that and have that positive energy. Those good vibes needed to come. And so far for this Lady Panther team, that's what they've been able to do. No forced errors, and that's going to drop. Hey, look at that. Way to go, Kaylin Escamilla picking up some points there. Weslaco now the biggest lead here in set number 2, 13-8. Weslaco High moving. Weslaco High is moving. Gets it in play. Come across. Good strong hit. Warren will save it. Maddie will put it back into play. Gets it across. It's going to be Gonzalez. Gonna try to drop it in there, try to find a spot. Sets it over. Eby. Does a good job of being active there. Can go up and get it. Stroman sets it up in the middle. Try to push it right in there as fast as you could was Bryn Eby. Off the edge. Hey now. You're an all-star. KWES. Yeah, wow. Again, some individual plays that are coming because they're setting it up here. They're going to take a timeout. We're going to take one with them. Here's a KWES production. All right, welcome back. 14-8, set number 2, right in the middle of the Weslaco High School, right on the campus. Sepulveda Gym, to be exact, is where we're at. Bring you live coverage of this bi-district round of the 2025 UIL Volleyball State Championships. Participating tonight, your Lady Panthers and the Lady Greyhounds. Pushes it out, point goes over to Weslaco High. 15-8 now. So we've talked a little bit about both Coach Medina and they're doing a good job for the program there in San Benito. And then we talked to Coach Rutter about what his squad needed to do. Here comes a serve. That's got to get across. Can anything during this set go wrong for Warren? I think that's the question. Or for Desiree Gonzalez, who's done a good job. She just get this across. Those two players have done a good job here. Here comes Desiree again. Plays it, San Benito. Trying to stay in this one. That's just going to be short there. Gerali Maldonado, the young junior, trying to get this across. Didn't go through. Makes it a 17-8 match here now. Weslaco in command. But be on the lookout. The Lady Greyhounds made a run for it, especially when we saw this in the set number 1. See if they continue to do that. Allen is a way to go. They will set this up. Maddie will set it up to Stroman. Stroman will hit hard. Boom. Bella Stroman, she leads the category in all sorts of things that she's able to do. Blocks, kills, all sorts of other things that she does. Obviously spikes and things like that. She's been able to be the team leader in all these categories. Back into play, 18-8 now. Lady Greyhounds trying to set this up. Warren is there. Maddie will set it up, and they would like to go up across the Eby. That's going to fall. Just couldn't. The ball couldn't spin the other way for Bryn Eby. So point over now for the Lady Greyhounds. So we asked both coaches, what is it going to take to get to that area round, and they both agreed that it was going to have to be that consistency that they've played with here this year. And it's now the Greyhounds, little by little, 18-10 now. Tried a little pick at it. They were behind in set number 1, and they were making it a good match there for the first set. Here it's 18-10 now. See what happens. Maddie will set this up. They will go to Stroman. Stroman will find a spot. Nice little area. And she looks for it, finds it, and dumps it right there. Point over now for Weslaco, 19-10. Satya Alonso now back to serve. Remember, she is the serving ace leader. See if she gets this across. She does. Up for Allen. At the line. Hard to break that line. You got two players in number 2 and number 11. That's Bella Stroman, number 2 and number 11. You have a couple of other players. Jamie Villanueva is there as well. She goes up high. Sets this up, young junior for the Lady Panthers. Good solid hit there, just uncontrolled by Caitlin Warren. 20-11 now is the the score. Yeah, consistency and being able to play. It's a Tuesday night. We've done this for some time. Both coaches agreed it has to continue to be part of the routine. Don't look at it as something different. So this game is on a Tuesday night, on a night that volleyball is played here in this area for both teams. To the cross. That's going to drop. Trying to get it just too far away for number 13. That was Jayla Delgado. Just couldn't quite get it. Back there as well as Analisa Rodriguez. Comes Escamilla. 21-11 now, set number 2. Hold up. They want to talk about it. They're going to ask for a timeout. They're going to ask for a timeout. We'll keep it here. We'll talk a little bit about what the coaches mentioned. Why not? Area round will happen next Tuesday. Tonight, San Antonio Steel and Laredo United South, the Panthers, the Lady Panthers, taking on the Lady Knights from San Antonio. Forecasted to win, predicted to win, I guess that would be the right term, is the Steel Knights. So if that was the case, they would play the winner of tonight's matchup, which right now has taken the lead. Weslaco High has taken the lead. So if that continues, that's what it would be. Either San Antonio Steel, United South, taking on either Weslaco or San Benito. And as of right now, your Lady Panthers are in control, have already won set number 1. And here in this match, they're up 21-11 in set number 2. And we'll talk a little bit more about that as the next set comes up and the possibilities of the playoffs and what we've learned will happen if either of these teams, one of these teams has to go on. And we'll talk about that in a bit. Here they come. Work needs to be done here, obviously, by the Lady Panthers to try to finalize this set. And so the Lady Greyhounds will definitely have something to say about that. They'll set it up. They like to go off the Allen apart, but hit Rodriguez this time around. Off the edge, we'll push that just a bit too much for Villanueva. Jamie, the young junior, getting some time there in the front line, along with Sati and Stroman and Villanueva are the ones over there. The back line, Warren, Gonzalez, along with Escamilla. Come the Lady Greyhounds putting into play. Sati to Stroman. Stroman hits her. That's going to be out too much. Point over now for the Lady Greyhounds. Back there again now is Valeria Enriquez. You know, of all the athletes, I'm talking to Coach Medina, that the Lady Greyhounds have right there, the young athlete, Valeria Enriquez is the only one that plays volleyball 100% of the time. Imagine that. So that's testament to the team and the athletes they have here. Valeria Enriquez, junior, dedicates her time to volleyball, which is great. But every single athlete you see here for the Lady Greyhounds is a little different. Point over. Just in case you're wondering, you're watching this volleyball game. There is a football game going on in Corpus Christi. I believe it's Buck Stadium. 22-14 here. Comes Stroman. The last time we heard, by the way, if you wanted to, you could always watch it, and KWES as well, but you're watching this by-district matchup. 23-14, your Lady Panthers ahead. Weslaco East was playing Corpus Christi veterans up in the Corpus Christi area, in Corpus Christi, I should say. They were down 28-0 here. That was a score early, I should say late second quarter. So that's just an update in case you're watching here, not switching back and forth. We appreciate that, by the way. Your Lady Panthers appreciate the support. 23-15 here. Good match. Get to the cross. Yes, Guajardo, young junior, put it in play. Sati sets it up. That's a nice one. Allison Reyes has been active here. She's starting to warm up. The young sophomore, once she gets going and you put in with everybody else, it becomes dangerous. Now we're talking about that Bryn Eby, who's had a solid evening. Another player who's had a nice evening, Maddie Martinez, the young junior, coming in as well. 24-15 match point here. Can your Lady Panthers take set number 2? Back into play. Greyhounds will play this from the edge. Rodriguez, and that's going to head out. And that will end set number 2. 25-15 in favor of your Lady Panthers. We'll step aside for a minute. We'll be right back. This is a KWES production. All right, welcome back. About to begin set number 3. As a DJ was playing, I came to get down, I came to get down. That's what the Weslaco Lady Panthers came. Man, they know at stake is a trip to the area round, the winner of San Antonio Steel or United South. They're playing tonight, predicted to win, I guess, if you have to look at the predictions. Looked like San Antonio Steel would be. Here, Weslaco is in good position to head to that next round. They will need one more set to win. They've won 2 straight against Stroman. 25-21 the first set, 25-15 the second. That's going to fall in. San Benito has done a fantastic job of being able to drop the ball when they need to. Back they go. San Benito puts it back into play, takes the lead early on, 1-0. Good effort here by both teams. So he wants it here at the end. Nice hit there by the Lady Greyhounds, would take the lead 2-0 here. So kind of focused ahead here on what would happen in the playoffs. We spoke to both coaches. Have already set basically what would happen if either team, Coach Medina, if the Greyhounds would advance or if the Lady Panthers would advance. Where I told you who they would probably play. Now the question is, can they win? Set number 3 so far here. They're falling behind 3-0 here in set number 3. As some of the guys from the Panther team are yelling to the ladies here, the athletes for the volleyball, your Lady Panthers volleyball team. Focus. There you go. That's what we're talking about. Stroman comes up and gets a point here. Puts him back on the scoreboard now. 3-1. Satya Alonso back to the serve. You want nobody else but her back there, the senior captain. She is fantastic at getting some of these across. See if she can do it here. Does. Nice play by Rodriguez. They will get this across. Satya will save. They want to go across, so they do. Natalie Cadena has had also a good solid evening here. Gets it across to Escamilla. That's going to drop. Good play there. Enriquez was involved there along with Rodriguez. Those two playing together there as we will see more rotations behind the Lady Greyhounds. Jesselyn Rosales now comes in. Gets it across in the middle. And a drop, it finds a spot, number 2. That's Bella Stroman, does a good job of being able to put it together. 4-2 now in favor of the Lady Greyhounds. And you see the chants going on, most of it done by the Weslaco Panther football team. That's going to be across 3-4 now. Lady Panthers trying to get back into it. Working hard to do that. Back there to do the serve is Caitlin Escamilla, number 4. Can Caitlin get it across? Caitlin does. That's going to go backwards. Point again. Now that will tie it up. Quickly the Panthers come back and pick up points here and gets it 4-4 now. Yes, we are in the third and possibly final set if Weslaco picks a win on this one, but the Lady Greyhounds, we know, will put up a fight. Mistake there by Rodriguez along. We talked about both Rodriguez, Annalise, and Hayden Rodriguez. Going for that one. Weslaco does take the lead for the first time in this set, number 3. That's going to hit the net for Caitlin Escamilla. One of the top leaders in digs as well. She's a good defensive player and can play some offense as well. 5-all here. Set number 3. Enriquez will send it across. Drop in. Stroman will set this up. Oh boy, Sati is just crafty. Sati looks at like she's gonna pass it to somebody, and she just gets it across. Nice play there by Warren. Nice high play, and that's gonna drop. Escalista tried her best to get it across, just hit the net before it did. 6-5 there now. Serving for the Panthers will be Stroman. Two senior captains on this team. Bella Stroman is one of them, and so is Ati Alonso. Hit it. It's going to drop now. Ties it back up at 6. You can see the urgency on this Lady Greyhound team as they are putting up a fight here in set number 3. Back there, it's going to be Alexa Perea. The senior will set this across. Put it into play there. Sati for the pass. Just too much there for Warren. Warren has had a fantastic evening here. Kind of unusual for her. She's got that power, and then Coach Rudder is telling her, you got to aim that. And she was doing that quite a bit here this evening. Sets it across. You got to get it over. It does. Nice play there by Anesi Araujo in the middle. That's going to drop for the Lady Greyhounds. Good effort here by both teams. 8-6 now. The Lady Greyhounds extend the lead. Get it set across. Warren is there to save it. Nice dig. Off the edge. We see the power there by Allison Reyes as well that she's got. Going to try to set it up in the middle. Looks like they're going to set it to Allison. Allison's going to drop it right in. We're talking that once she gets going, there in the front, she is difficult to stop. Besides being a tall player, she's got some hops. She can get up there, and then the power comes, and then you saw what you just saw. 8-7 now. Comes Maddie. Maddie will serve. Enriquez will save it back into play. Back they go. That was Rodriguez who put it back into play, by the way. Got to get across. Hits the net. Allison, great job. In the middle. Power shown again by Eby. Across. Got to play together here. That's what Coach Rudder just finished telling them. Play together. That's going to fall. Catches the corner. Way to go. Nice and easy stroke and goes right before it goes out of bounds there on the line. We're tied again. This has been a theme. We've had this all night in all 3 sets. The first and the second kind of went the same. Until Weslaco High pulled away towards the end. It's going to be pushed strong outside there. Good effort there by Annalisa Rodriguez, young sophomore. Impressed by her athleticism that she brings to this Lady Greyhound team. Weslaco takes the lead again, 9-8 now. Plenty of lead changes here. That's going to drop. Good play there by Hayden Rodriguez, trying to keep it alive. Did her best there. Weslaco now 10-8. Take a couple of points there for Maddie now. Maddie will set this up. The Greyhounds will play it across with Rodriguez. Maddie will get it across. Ooh, that was a nice move. Thought she was going to pass it back. Back into play. They're going to go off the edge to Warren. Warren's going to drop it. Nice save there. Back and forth they go. Weslaco will have a chance here. Comes Warren. Warren's going to take a shot at it. Doesn't completely hit it all the way. It places it in an area. They're trying to find a spot. Oh, nice dig there. Araujo. Nice play. Nice save. We'll set it across the other edge. They were trying to go to Rodriguez off the edge, and they're going to hit it hard, and that's got to be missed. Excellent effort there by Valeria Enriquez. She's been busy here this afternoon or this evening. Just couldn't quite get it there. Good play there by the Lady Panthers now. Extend the lead to 11-8. Around this area of the other 2 sets is where they started making a move. See if they do this again. Here's Maddie again to serve. Sets it up Enriquez. Set it up to Maddie. They would like to go off the edge by Bryn. Nice play by Bryn. Warren. Maddie will come. Back to Warren. That looked like it goes out. It was. 11-9. Just missed it by a little bit. Might have hit the line, basically. Bi-district matchup here between the Greyhounds and the Panthers. To back of the play. And that's what you have. 12-9 in favor of your Lady Panthers. Lady Panthers are trying to do their best here to keep this going. That's going to hit. Warren couldn't get it across. He's going to drop 12-10 here. Weslaco has, again, won the last 2 sets. So one more here would end it. The Greyhounds want to extend it if they can. There we go. Moved it across. Weslaco will set it over. You got to give it to the Greyhounds. They have come to play here this evening. Tough team. Tough team. Drop there for the Greyhounds. Just couldn't get it back into play. There was Jayla Delgado. 13-10 now. Plenty of other rotations coming back and forth. Araujo did a good job. So did Allison Reyes. So now you bring some other players here to come in here now. Here's Gonzalez, who will hit this away. A little too far. That's going to drop for the Greyhounds. 13-11 here. Couldn't pick up a point of that serve. Still has a lead. Question is, can Weslaco now put things together here? A few consecutive plays. You can start with that one with Stroman, and that's what it'll take. A couple of those will do. 14-11 now in favor of your Lady Panthers. Again, rotations back and forth coming. Brand Evie sits down. Maddie Martinez sits down. Coming in is Natalie Cadena. And here comes Sati. She's setting this one up. In the middle. Decide to go backwards. Oh, Sati was trying to come up to try to field. And that one went backwards. As Natalie thought that maybe Sati was going to play that one. Didn't do. 14-12. Rotations continue back and forth for the Lady Greyhounds as well. Maldonado takes a seat. As Rosales now comes in. Good play there. Stroman. 15-12 now in favor of the Lady Panthers. There's no doubt they're going to rely on these senior captains to try to get this going here, no doubt. Puts it across. 15-12. Greyhounds trying to pick up a couple of points here to make this competitive, and they've had a pretty good chance here, and that's going to stay in. That's going to go in there for the Lady Panthers. Right on the line was the official. 16-12 counts it in. Escamilla is back there. Escamilla now will try to add on to this lead. To the cross. Rodriguez puts it back into play. Sati back to Stroman. No, back to Warren. Good job by Rodriguez coming up and saving that one on that dig. Sets it back up. They go off the edge. Nice strong head. You got to play it back in there. They do. At least think they would. Good play there by Natalie. Oh boy, Stroman takes a shot at it. Oh, we just couldn't quite get it. Good effort there though by number 13. We mentioned her, Natalie Cadena, the young freshman. Coming and making a good play. It just fell a little bit short. 16-13 now as Enriquez is back there. Enriquez will try to get this in play. Does. Sati will set it across. They'll go off the edge. Good hit there. That's Natalie Cadena doing a good job. Rotations coming again. Now coach wants to talk about it. He's going to take a timeout. We'll take one with him too. You're watching a KWES production. Timeout. All right, welcome back. Set number 3, 17-13. In case you're just joining us, where have you been? It's a playoff game between the Lady Panthers and the Lady Greyhounds. Set number 1 was won by Weslaco. Set number 2 was won by your Lady Panthers as well. Now we're caught you up. 17-13. You change that as soon as we're talking about it. It changes again. 17-14 now in favor of your Lady Panthers. So up for grabs, a trip to the area round. Who will they play? The winner of San Antonio Steel or Laredo United South. That's what's at stake here for both teams. To the cross. Nice hit there by Allison Reyes, who's also had a good evening here. Speaking of having good evenings, that young lady right there, young athlete, has had a good one. In the Caitlin Warren. Sati in the middle. Set it across. That's going to be pushed a little too hard. Good effort there by Natalie Cadena. Outside hitter freshman for this Lady Panther team. So now it's 17-15. Going to hit the net. As soon as we mention that, it changes on the scoreboard, 18-15. And you see some changes in. Sati will take a quick breather. So will Cadena.
Setback number 6, Martinez.
Martinez comes back into play. She will do the serve in here in a minute. Does, gets it across. Rotations coming. Warren back in there along with Brent Eby. Out. Weslaco will get the point. 19-15. Getting closer and closer to qualifying as by-district champions. That's right. It is doable now. 19-15. Obviously some more work to be done here. And that's going to go backwards, and that's going to hit the wall here at Domingo Sepulveda Complex. Ace for her. 20-15. Maddie has done a fantastic job here serving for your Lady Panthers tonight. But he continues there, does. Gets it across. They're going to play this off the edge. Warren in the middle. Set that off the edge. Eby. Oh, good play. Nice way to get it off the court there. Off the edge. Warren finds a spot. Couldn't locate it enough to drop. Weslaco will get it across on the edge, and that's going to be played by both players at the net. Here you go. Enriquez will set it up. They decide to go off the edge. Why not? Play it back farther. Caitlin will dump it. Go backwards. Nice play. 21-15. Keep in mind, a by-district championship, the first ever for Coach Rudder, or for the Lady Panthers since 2004. There has been no golden ball in the trophy case for this Lady Panther volleyball team since then. That would be something to see here, and you might be watching that here in just a bit here. Tell everybody. History is about to be made here in a little bit. That'll drop. 22 now to 15, set number 3. The winner of this game, if Weslaco wins, we can tell you now. Matter of fact, we'll keep it here. They'll take a timeout. We'll let you roll here. 22-15. Coach Rudder confirmed if the Weslaco Lady Panthers win, they will travel to meet the winner of San Antonio Steel or United South next Tuesday. Yeah, next Tuesday in Cal Allen. So tell everyone, once your Lady Panthers are victorious, they're just a couple of points away now. They will travel. That's right. We're hitting the road trip to Cal Allen, as the Lady Panthers would take with them a by-district champion into the area round, and they will play the winner of San Antonio Steel or Laredo United South next Tuesday night, next Tuesday evening in Cal Allen. That's what we have for you. And we're mentioning that now because it's 22-15, and the Lady Panthers have won the last 2 sets now. So they're in very good position now to take this one. We'll see if they can finalize it here. Maddie Martinez has had a solid night from the stripe back there, serving. Gets it across, trying to pick up some points here. Lady Greyhounds will put up a fight. That's something we can tell you. Coach Rudder expected that. Sets it up. Off the edge. That's going to go. 23-15 now. Coach Rutter and the rest of the Lady Panthers can feel it. Wait till the next point comes around. This crowd will probably feel it as well here. 23-15. Weslaco High trying to put this together. Maddie has been there for some time serving. Testament of how good she's been playing here this evening. Back into play. Off the edge goes San Benito. Back into play. Scamilla. Check that. That's going to be out. That's Reyes who pushes it just a bit out. Point over now to the Greyhounds. Makes it a 23-16 match. Rotations back and forth. They bring in Gerali Maldonado. Lady Panthers get across. Grazes the net. Enriquez back into play. Maddie will set it off to Warren. Warren. Nice hard hit. Warren brings it back. Perea does a fantastic job. She's done a great job here this evening. The senior. There she is again. Saving that one. That was coming at all sorts of speed. Try to drop it up. A lot of communication now by this Lady Panthers. Warren off the edge. That's going to fall. Done it way too many times. Nice scale there. 24-16. Okay. Game point here for the Lady Panthers. Not too far away, as you can hear from the crowd. Warren back there. All she needs is one more. Gets it across. Rodriguez back the other way. Weslaco will play it back. Push it in. Nice play. Perea has been there all night. Solid play by her. In the middle. Sets it. Why not go deep? Now they're going to go the outside. Escamilla trying to hit that one. Just couldn't quite get it. Drops there. Gonna have to play on. The crowd was ready to explode, by the way, here at the gym. 24-17. There they come. Get it across. Weslaco will play for it. Needs a point. Gonna get the point. That is it. 25-17. They win the third set. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Your Weslaco Lady Panthers are by-district champions and will head on a road trip next Tuesday. Don't forget, make your reservations. Talk to everybody you need to. Go on a road trip to Cal Allen next Tuesday. Coach Rutter confirmed they will take on the winner of San Antonio Steel or Laredo United South. What a game. Congratulations to Coach Medina and her Lady Greyhounds putting up a great match here this evening, but it was all Weslaco winning 3 straights in a row. Again, your Weslaco Lady Panthers are by-district champions. A golden ball now, going to be in the trophy case. Hasn't been there since 2004 that they hadn't been to this spot. Congratulations to Coach Rutter and his staff. 3 years, made it to the playoffs, by-district round. This year, they went to the by-district round. They kicked the door in as champs of by-district. Congratulations to them. On behalf of Joseph Hills, Val Zamora, I am Fred Alfaro. Thank you for joining us tonight on a night that saw a crown, a golden ball given to the Lady Panthers. Congratulations to them. They will continue in the playoffs into the area. We will see you next time, but until then, go, fight, win.